Welcome back to DuckDuckOtaku, the very best in low-cost cosplay and props. This is part 3 of my genderbend Jaune Arc cosplay and how I made everything and all the cost. So first off, because I've been to many cons, I know the importance of having a lightweight prop. So this is my backup. It's just I think it was $5 from Party City. It was on sale because it's actually a little bit broken. All I did was paint it with spray paint, and then I did the details by hand, and then it was to get a weapons check. Then I just took some yarn and some ribbon, and I just wrapped it on the handle. So that's how I made that one. It just slides onto the belt. It was very cheap, very lightweight, which is really what I wanted. So yeah, that's how I made a backup. I actually used my backup a lot more than I really meant to, but yeah, people really liked it. I had a lot of people tell me, oh, that looks just like his. I'm like, no, it doesn't. The handle is actually not quite how I really wanted it, but it works for what it's for. Then you have my nicer sword, which is actually shiny, which I really liked because I had to clean it a lot. But again, Party City, it was on sale because, again, it was broken. It was actually missing a piece, and I filled in that little hole with magic modeling clay, which is also what the handle is made of. And as you can tell, someone has stepped on my sword, which is really annoying because it took me forever to shape it correctly. And then at the fan photo shoot for RWBY, someone steps on it, it gets kicked around. Magic modeling clay is not the strongest thing in the world, so it of course got really beat up, and it's really sad because I actually really liked the way it looked. Handle, stuff that, again, ribbon. It was really cool looking until someone stepped on it and ruined it. Hopefully in the future I will be able to go through and redo this. So yeah, but for $7 it was okay. And now onto the main event.
Yeah, I've got a shield too.
So what did they do?
Whoa, the shield gets smaller, so when I get tired of carrying it, I can just put it away.
But wouldn't it weigh the same?
Yeah, it does.
My shield. My working, one-of-a-kind, Jaune Arc folding shield. So I made mini blueprints and models. I have 2 different ones right here. I have a bunch that I didn't make into models. This is the model I went with. It folds out like this. The green is to represent where the hinges will be. And then the back is a mess. That's a lot of hinges, yes. So yeah, it was supposed to end up like this. People keep asking me, why do you make it so small? It's not small, it's a model, guys. This isn't full scale. I also had several blueprints. I made lots and lots of plans. See if I can get it out of the bag. Because this was probably one of the more complicated cosplays I've made. This right here. How do I get it? It's a mess. Yeah, these are all blueprints and ideas and how I would do this, and oh my god, it was a headache and I had to do math. Oh, yes, so yeah, it was several different variations I went through, but in the end, like I said, I went with the cardboard one that I made. So yes, I'll be honest, when I made this, there were 2 things I actually did not account for in my blueprints when I started making this, and that was how I'm going to hold this on my belt and how my sword is going to be held within the sheath. So yeah, this is it. It out folds like this. And then I just have to do a little bit MacGyvering. So when it's fully expanded, it looks like this. I wanted to keep as few hinges on the front. So in this form, there's 4 hinges on the front, which is 4 more than I wanted on the front, but that was the least amount I could get away with. I will be honest, I did the paint job the night before the con, and so the paint job is not exactly how I wanted. I was just using plain old spray paint, a metallic-y, shiny one, and I didn't even have time to like do a finishing coat. All this is, I think I did two coats of white, and then 2 coats the gold, and that was all I had time for. I was in a major rush. Y'all ready for the back? Because the back is a mess. This is the back. Like I said, it's a mess. These are obviously my arm holds. That's how I hold it in place. This is actually, I kind of rigged this so that it would hold on my my belt. They're actually leftover straps from a different purse I cut up at one point, and they are wood glued on there. And this is a carabiner, so I can clip it on and off my belt. This is how I kind of held the sword. The sword goes in this little pouch sling right here, and then hangs between it. I had to be careful not to get in the way, excuse me, of the hinges. And this is just a PVC pipe that has been screwed on, as you can see. Little hole right there, yeah. That kind of keeps everything in place. And all I have to do is turn this, and then everything folds back up. Yeah. My beautiful shield. Oh, I love my shield. I worked really hard. It did get a little messed up because I drew out the pieces, and someone else cut them, and they were glued while I was not here. The hinges were glued, and the wood pieces apparently got out of order, and so yeah, they got glued out of order, and some actually got flipped. So I wasn't really happy about that, but again, I didn't do the cutting and the gluing. I didn't saw the pieces because I like all my fingers on my hand. So that is why I didn't do the sawing, and also I'm not allowed to touch the saw. So yeah, that's why it's a little wonky. It doesn't quite fold how I wanted it to, but that's okay. I really like it how it is. I got a lot of compliments on it. It's super awesome. Oh, I love it. But it was a little bit more expensive because all the wood pieces is made out of wooden slats like this, and then one that's a little bit bigger than them both. A little bit bigger than 2 of these is what makes up the middle. But yeah, again, oh my god, love my shield. Folds out grand. I've never seen anyone else's folding shield that also is a sheath. Not that it works and it's like withstandable and like actually holds their sword and like stays on their belt. I looked around, I actually didn't see any, but this was really fun to make. I really enjoyed it. The back is also painted gray, by the way. And it actually stays together pretty well when I'm walking around with it. So when it's all collapsed together, actually what I did to keep it together when I was walking around, because the hinges got really loose at one point, what I did was I just put a hairband, kept it together. It worked great. So yeah, that's my entire Jaune Arc from RWBY Cosplay. I did do volume 1 through 3 look. I did study 4 and 5 because I was still trying to figure out how everything kind of worked and looked. It was really fun. It was definitely a bit more complicated than I thought, but some parts were actually a lot easier than I thought, which is kind of surprising. Like, wow, I thought this was going to be hard, and some parts I was like, hey, this looks easy. Turns out it's hard. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like if you liked, and if you want to see more and support my channel or whatever. Comment down below what you thought, if you liked this, if you have any ideas, if you've seen a full-blown working shield, I would love to see it. Like, I want to figure out how they made theirs, because I didn't really have a lot to go off for mine. So that'd be awesome. Subscribe if you want to see more. If you like cosplays, you should subscribe. If you like RWBY, you should subscribe. I gotta give a huge shout out to Just Tez Films, because you know, he is the man, always helping me out. He took a lot of really cool pictures, and I actually have an Instagram now, so go check me out on there. Follow whatever, however Instagram works. I've literally had it for like less than a week, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, check me out on there. It's Ducky Cosplays with a little underscore. I like ducks, guys. What do you expect? But yeah, Just His Films took some really cool pictures of me on my cell phone. Like, I don't have it with me, but the little, you know, like cell phone took some really cool pictures on that. So thanks, Just His Films. He should have a MomoCon vlog coming out. Go check it out. Why are you still here? Go check out Just His Films. So major shout out to this really awesome guy I met at MomoCon who actually gave me some really cool like tips and pointers, and also liked my cosplay, so you know that's awesome. And he's like professional. To Mr. Wayne, I'm probably gonna say your last name wrong, I'm sorry. Neumaier. But he's also on Instagram too. He's the one who's like, hey, get Instagram. But he's on Instagram as A7iProps. And guys, you know like the Daleks from Doctor Who and like BB-8 from Star Wars, of course, and the Rocketeer, he's made all that stuff. Go check it out. It's amazing. He's leagues better than me. You gotta check it out. That's the level I want to get to. He actually had my favorite cosplay at MomoCon was he did Mark Watney from The Martian by Andy Weir, the book, which is also a movie. But he made this awesome costume. Oh, it's so amazing. That's the level I want to get to. Go check him out. Obviously, he's way better than me, but he also has like professional like machines and stuff. This guy's a rocket scientist, and I mean like an actual rocket scientist. He like builds rockets and gets paid because he has a job, which must be nice to have a job. But yeah, go check him out. Go check out Just His Films. Like, comment, and subscribe to me too, guys. I would really appreciate it. I think I'm up to 25 subscribers, which blows my mind because I don't upload or do much stuff often. But thanks. Yeah, go check me out on Instagram. I'll probably post stuff there more often. I'll be posting all the pictures that Just His Films took. And yeah, thank you so much for watching if you're still here. Thanks to the 3 people that usually stick through the entire video, one of which is usually me. I saw you at Momo, leave a comment, because that's awesome. Like, oh my god, I've met people who watched my videos. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. That really blows my mind, but quack, quack, quack. Bye, guys.